Captain Kirk, you know what to do.
Warp drive, Mr. Scott. Ahead warp 1, Mr. Sulu. Accelerating to warp 1, sir. 4.7. 0.8.
We're here. We're going to try our hand in some micro fishing. But first, we need to make some hooks and a rod. Yes, I got those same Crocs on again. They're making those weird little fart noises. So first things first, we need to find ourselves a nice alder branch. A real state of frogs here. Oh, you can see them jumping everywhere. This river bed is so dried up. Everything is dry. So, normally where you can get some decent sized fish here, there's a lot of pools of these tiny little fish. Another frog jumped in, another frog, another frog. They're everywhere here. All over the place. This is everything I use to do this. We're going to build hooks and a rod so we can fish for these little tiny fish here. I got needle nose pliers, cutters, 4-pound test line, fake bait. I'll show you more about that after. Pins like you would use for hemming stuff together for stowing or whatever. This is more optional. This is just some super glue and some twine, nail clippers. That's to make these smaller. I mean, you could use a knife or something too. It's easy with this. And vice grips. And that's what we're going to use here to build this. So we'll do that and we'll catch some little fish. First thing I'm going to do is just on the very tip of this, pinch the needle, the needle nose, and I'm going to apply this around the tip of the needle like such. Look how tiny that is. And then I use my vice grips. And I'll pinch down on this part. I'm sure there's better ways of doing this as well, but it's just how I do it. Then I'm going to bend this around, like loop it. Like that. This comes off easy. That's fine. Use the nail and then pull that eyelet a little bit tight. Like that. Then I put the vice grips on the actual eyelet and then I make a twist. I can straighten this out a little bit here. I make a twist around like that. Like that. And I'll use cutters just to trim off the excess. Right there. I can just play with this just a tiny bit. Like that. I hope this is coming out not too blurry or anything if it's too close. You're left with a tiny, tiny little barbless hook. There. I got a few of them made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably will never need that many, but some are better than others, but you get the gist of it. What this is for is I'm going to take one of these little fake worms and nail clippers. What I'm going to do here, trim the top off first. There. I'm just going to tiny little cuts, just trimming little pieces off widthwise of the worm. Okay. Now we'll build the rod. I found a branch, a real nice one for this. Tore it off, laid it down, lost it. So, gonna go back and not find it because this is just as good. Oh. So we're going to turn this into our rod. Nice straight piece, a little bit of flex to it. First we'll pull off these little twigs. Yeah. Yeah. Now we're just gonna shave down the stick a bit. Now you could use this and you can twist it up and you can actually make cordage out of this. It actually gets pretty strong. Like, it ain't strongest, but it's, you twist it up more and more and tighter, you can make cordage out of that. There, so when you get your stick all cleaned up, it's nice and smooth, then what you want to do is up here on the top, you want to cut a tiny, tiny notch. Not much, just a little tiny notch. That's it. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it's just a tiny little notch. That's just so I can tie the test line, so I can tie the there's a big old spider on me. I can tie the fishing line on right there. So I'll just cut off a piece of the string. That should be enough. Yeah. And we'll just wrap it like that. So now at this point, this is where I like to use super glue. And there's many ways of doing this, and I'm sure this is not the most efficient or the nicest way, but it works. I've made handles for spears and stuff like that in the past doing this. It lasts a long time. That's all you gotta do. A little bit of super glue. That'll hold it. Then when that dries, I'll run super glue. I'll dab it all along the whole length of this little handle that I made. Then I'm just going to trim this piece off right here, leaving maybe just a tiny nub. And that's it. I don't recommend this because you could glue your finger on. Also, super glue creates an exothermic reaction that could get really hot real quick. So depending on the super glue you get, I obviously do not recommend this, but this is cheaper dollar store stuff. This stuff doesn't heat up as much and is not nearly as strong as, like, say, Gorilla Glue brand super glue or actual, like, Crazy Glue brand. That just kind of soaks into it. Right there. So now what you'll do is you just take a piece of fishing line. I got 4 pound. You can go, I wouldn't go much heavier than 4 pound. I mean 6 pound would probably work too, but the hooks are so tiny. So 4 pound is good, or anything lighter. And for these little tiny hooks and that little tiny grubs we made for them. And I'm just going to pull out a length of this and we'll attach it to that rod. That should be plenty. Because we're just casting it by hand, right? So we're just chucking it out. So you don't want it too long. We also don't want it too short. We'll just take our little fishing rod here now. And we will tie into that little notch we put earlier. Now I'm just taking one of these tiny little hooks. See it? And we're just going to tie the line onto that hook. Now, we'll take our bait, our little grubs we made. We only need one of those. We'll take the smallest one. Because the goal, the trick to this, and I guess, well, the goal of this is to catch the smallest fish. There. And that is it. They're biting. Oh, they robbed me in the bait. Amo. A little more challenging with the barbless hook, but you gotta keep tension on the line. Got him. Oh, he fell off. There we go. This is micro fishing. Oh, goodness. Stay still, buddy. I got you. Micro fishing. Alright, put him back in before he gets too damaged. He's good. Let's get some more. Eee, another one. Oh. He fell back in. Oh. Man, this is loads of fun. change locations. Just gonna head down here. Whoop. See how close I can get you guys to him. Gone. Lots of little ones here. Woohoo! Got one. We hooked him pretty good, actually. Nice. Oh man, this is tons of fun. Look at that. Oh, I'll get you out, buddy. It's all right. And this is what's nice about the barbless hooks. Takes a bit to get them. It's a little harder, obviously, but where they're so small, no damage. Look, just whoop, comes right out real easy. Let them go. Let them become a big fish. And come back and get them later. Another one. Oh, he fell off. He fell off. Where they're so tiny too, they just, as soon as they get hooked, they flick. They flick, flick, flick all over the place. Oh, he's a big one. He's too big. Don't want him. This is microfishing. Nah, he's still pretty tiny. But come on, buddy. Come down. Yeah. See, look, got him in the lower lip. And I can just very easily slips right out. No barb. No problem. Put him back. Live another day. Ooh. There we go. That's it. That is it. There we go. Oh, he got off. Huh. There we go. Huh. Oh, gone again. Got him. No, 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 no. No, I lost him. Oh, got one. And, oh. Got him. There. I think he might be. Oh my goodness, it's so hard to hold on to these. He's tight full of sand now. I think he's the smallest one today. Same length as my pinky. Well, let him go. And we're going to head back now. But I appreciate you guys watching this video. It was lots of fun. I think I'm going to spend some time and improve on the hooks. Make them maybe a little smaller. Get something that's a smaller diameter gauge. And probably something sharper, because even a needle sewing needle or a pin at the tip of it is not as sharp as you would think it is when you get down to that kind of level. It's great for poking through fabric and stuff, but we'll improve on it and then we'll come back and visit this another time. But in the meantime, I'd like to see some of you guys try this out. And if you do, just message me or tag me in it or whatever. I'd like to see it. It is loads of fun. It's tons of fun. It's a great thing to do with kids. Just, you know, even the smallest kind of kids, you can just bring down here and just hook them up with one of those little hooks and let them go at it. It's lots of fun. But thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.
Happy birthday, Nanny. We love you.
Happy birthday, the best mom in the world. Love you.